Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for tuning in, coming back to my channel. I want to start a little bit different today with a little confession and sharing a little bit personal and also making an announcement. I have been quite discouraged in the last few days of even posting anything on my YouTube channel. Just didn't feel like doing anything with my channel, to be honest with you. Even though I have great guests scheduled actually this week and following weeks, I was thinking about my moves and about places that I will be moving to and traveling first. This month I will be coming to England. I decided to go there before the blip will hit the fan in a major way, because I love the country and I love especially London, and I will be coming to London. I might be in UK for a week or two, we see, definitely a week, 10 days. So if you live in London area, or if you are in London and you're interested in having meetup with me, that might be something very, very possible. I've done it before in December last year when I was there. I love London and I really like connecting with my audience there. I have wonderful subscribers from UK that I appreciate immensely. I will be announcing that trip and that meetup actually through my Instagram and also through my mailing list and on the locals as well. So I will attach those 3 links down below the video. If you want to have a coffee with me, or if you want to meet like-minded people and have a conversation about the current state of affairs or spiritual things as well, let's not forget those, because this is really a big part of me to talk about those things. You meet me there and I will be sharing with you the details of the place, of the date, and all of that kind of things. So make sure to join me on those platforms. With that being said, I want to tell you that this month I might be talking a little bit more about the financial situation in the world. I have definitely one great guest coming who is truly an expert, who is an analyst in the financial markets, and that is in consideration of precious metals, cryptocurrency, and the stocks. I think we schedule it for this Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. I have another guest who is coming, who is also very knowledgeable in economics, but he has a different approach from more spiritual side. So we hopefully have a conversation before the end of the month. And even if I'm in UK in that time, I will record that video and post it on my channel. Tonight, I will be having conversation with Ashala. I still haven't decided if I will post it here or on Patreon, but definitely check out my Patreon, and you actually can choose the amount, I believe, of joining my Patreon. So even though $5 is like the minimum, I know there are people who are choosing different amount to join and watch those videos. Yes, okay, so let's get into few information from Poland. Those are not the latest. Those are about 3-4 days old, or a little bit even older than this. But I was not feeling like I want to post anything in the last few days. I'm just very honest with you. So I decided to catch up on this now. And the first thing I would like to start with is something that you might actually not come across much, because all of it is related to Poland. I mean, it's connected to other countries too, but those are the informations from Poland. We have a very disturbing information from medical side. And this is just about statistics in one city of Poland, which is called Łódź. If you translate it, it means boat. It's not too far away from Warsaw. Used to be a very, very strong industrial town. Yeah, what they have done to this country. That's another thing. So in which we have the statistics of HIV infections that has increased 14 times. You know where I'm heading with this, right? I don't have to say certain words to trigger the algorithm of YouTube. So quoting this article, it says, an alarmingly large number of new cases of HIV infections have been registered by Sanepid. Sanepid is like health controlled institution. If I can compare it to CDC in some way, like CDC in the United States. So there were 9 cases in 2020 and 149 infections in 2021. This looks to me, and then no one is really reporting much on this, but I think, and I suggested to all of my friends who decided to have the experience, which I have not, and I'm not planning to. I decided to advise them just very gently to go and check if they have HIV, because you never know what you have received, right? So yeah, scary thing. Of course, this is all about the immune system. And this is just one city in Poland. Imagine in the much bigger cities, this is big city, but much bigger cities like the capital of Poland or other places, or on the global scale. Staying on the subject of health, our health minister, Adam Niedzielski, will be replaced by a new minister who recently has been appointed to be the General of Arms. His name is Grzegorz Gierlak. And I will just say this comparison, and I don't want to offend anyone here. So when I look at his picture first, he reminded me Jaruzelski. And I know it's because he wears the glasses and because he had the uniform on. But some energy there. I've heard from a friend of mine who told me that he might be very strict with people having the experience. You know what I mean? Okay, I will keep you posted. Now, let's go into few words that have been said by the leader of Law and Justice, which we called PiS, Prawo i Sprawiedliwość. That is the party that is the dominant party in Poland, that has been running Poland for 7 years. I mean, all of them are connected, guys, you know this, but officially, right? 7 years they are in charge. We know who's in charge too, but I have to say something in a way that makes sense. So he's traveling, he's touring across Poland, and he was in one of the cities called Nowy Targ, I believe. There are footages circulating online how the citizens react to his visits. Therefore, he has enormous number of security and protection. People are shouting that he will be going to prison. All of them will be sitting in prison. You know, like they used to say, like they still say, lock her up, you know, about the Hillary. So they say the same, that he will be locked up. But Kaczynski, Jarosław Kaczynski, who is the president of this party, he's not the prime minister, he's not the president of Poland, but he's the leader, right? Which now it looks like he's actually getting older and weaker, and his role is very, it's almost like they drag him through those speeches like a doll, like they put him there. He says certain things that the prime minister of Poland or president of Poland cannot say, because that would be a statement made by an official or a leader of the country, like president in that matter, that might trigger very serious consequences from other countries, right? But I think it's different when they put certain words in him and he speaks those words as a leader of the party, but it's really all the same at the end of the day. So what he said, and I would start with the most important quote, which maybe you came across already, but if you haven't, he just said it. He said exactly what we all know here, what they are trying to do, but it was verbalized in the most simple way to understand this. And this is about the war that's going on in Ukraine. So he spoke about this war and he emphasized that Poland was fulfilling its obligations and constantly helping Ukrainians, to the point of blooding itself out. Quoting him now, "War is a problem that relates to our alliances. Unfortunately, it has been taken into account seriously, quote, that there will come a time of war for us as well." I say it again, that there will come a time of war for us as well. Continuing the quote, "Not only around us, but also here. Any responsible politician must say that that is not out of the question." Here we have the statement. The time of war will come for us as well. Not only around us, but also here. Those are exact words. Welcome to Poland, everyone. About European Union, what he said about European Union, here it is, about the KPO, which is Krajowy Program Odbudowy, is that National Reconstruction Program. Some of you remember, Poland's supposed to receive from European Union approximately 58 billion euros, which 24 billion euros would be non-refundable. None of this money we are receiving. I don't believe we will. End of story here, pretty much. But he said about that National Reconstruction Program, quoting now, "A country where others are forcing a change of power is not a sovereign country. Do not believe that this has not happened in the do not believe that this has not happened still in European Union anymore. It happened in Greece and twice in Italy. The situation continues there till this day." And the last quote I have from him about reparation from Germany that he requested, that again, none of this we're gonna see here. He raised this issue and he said that everything has been put on the table. The issue has existed in Polish public life for many years, as early as 2004. My brother presented a report on Poland's losses and nothing happened to it, really. We have been robbed in all sorts of ways. 10 years ago, Germany stopped paying compensation for World War I to France and Great Britain. So 92 years after the end of that war. Germany is not going to pay Poland anything, as I came across some information, I think 2 days ago or so, that they have made some, I don't know if it's agreement or some form of reparation conversations with Israel. I think they're going to pay Israel now some part of money, whatever is the case. Yeah, guys, this is right there in the face, the statements like this. We are going into times when I think the first what's going to happen is collapse of euro. As you can see, euro is already losing its value more and more. I think the digital currency will be implemented in Eurozone first. And those are the topics that I really want to talk about with my coming guests. Thank you for watching me today. I know I'm a little bit all over the place, but that's how lately I feel personally. So only my travels keep me going, and I'm looking forward to my trip to UK. I don't know exactly when, but definitely in September, maybe in a week, 2 weeks or so. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. If you want to join the meetup, please check out my Instagram, locals, and join my mailing list. Lots of love, and remember, shine your light. That's all we can do at this point. Bye, everyone.